moving to next one. Next one is very important control. You should focus on this control. Name of that is dynamic input. Dynamic input, very important for the beginner, and by default it should be on. It is recommended that you do not turn off. Dynamic input is very important and you should not turn it off. How it works we are going to see now. This is a plus, that is called dynamic input. Sometimes that is called DYN, dynamic input is small of dynamic input. If that is turned on and I start drawing something, suppose I started a line. So if you come to the screen here, then you can read it that it is saying specify a point. It means if you want to create a line, then you have to specify a point. There is two things. One is saying that you need to specify a point, and after that it is showing you the XY coordinate. It means place of the input, where you can provide that X is this, Y is this. It means this dynamic input provides you two things. This dynamic input provides you two things. These two things are, number one, that provides you help. Help in the sense, it says you that specify a point. It says you specify radius. I will be showing you in the interface. It says you specify point. It says you specify radius. It says you select an angle. Means at which thing is required now, that will be shown as a help. And second thing which it provides space for the input. Space for input. Both these are very much required for the beginner. It provides you help, at the same time it provides you space for the input. It means if I want to draw a line, then it is saying that provide me space, coordinate of X and Y. If I will put here 4, 4, that is 4, 4 coordinate, and line will be starting from 4, 4. When I specify the first point, then same time your dynamic input will show specify next point. It means you are creating a line and you have provided the first line, and now you have to provide the next line. How you can provide? You can provide it length, you can provide it its angle. Both things you can provide. Basically we are not creating a line here. When I will be covering the line command, then all these things I will show you. I am covering here just what is dynamic input. It means as the things are required, that will be changing. I will click here, a line is created. If I choose a circle, then it will say specify a center point. It means for the circle, center point is required. It is providing you help. If I click in the screen, then it will say you specify radius, and it will provide a space to provide radius. So both these things are very much required for a beginner, and you can provide 5 here and press enter button. Your 5 radius circle is ready. It means dynamic input shows you help, and that is changing as per time, as per requirement, so it is called dynamic. If I start copying something or mirroring something, if you say you want to mirror something, then you will click on mirror. Now dynamic input will show you select the object which you want to select object. Dynamic input is changed and saying you select object. I will select the circle and press enter. Then it will show mirroring line, specify the mirroring line, first point of mirroring line. I will select this first point. After that it will say specify second point, then I will provide second point. So as per requirement and input needs, it will show you help. If this dynamic input is turned off, then you will get no help. You can see that now I have turned off and creating several points, but it will not show help now. It means if you need the help, if you need the input space, then you should turn on dynamic input. As the time goes, you will be learning, then you can work without dynamic input. But for the beginner, it is recommended that dynamic input should be on. When you create some complex part that has very minute drawings, then this dynamic input hides some part. It means if you are creating very small part and a lengthy bar is appearing, then something is hidden below the dynamic input. So you will be needing to turn that off. But now you should turn it on. So the next one, which was your sixth one, was dynamic input, and that provides you help as well as space for the input. So I will be turning the dynamic input off and moving to next one, that is called ortho mode. The seventh one is ortho mode. Ortho mode is basically your cursor can move in either horizontal direction or in vertical direction only. It means you will be able to draw a horizontal line or a vertical line, and you will be able to move something from here to here horizontally only, or you can move this vertically only. It means you will not be able to move at these places, and you will not be able to create this type of line. I have seen students say, when I ask them question what is ortho, then they say ortho provides space to draw a straight line. That is not accurate definition of the ortho. Ortho is basically your cursor can move in either horizontal direction or vertical direction. So you can create something or move something either horizontally or vertically. If that is on, then you can move your cursor either horizontally, either vertically. You will not be able to move in between that. If you want to delete something, that is very simple. As we do in Word file, as we do in Excel file, just go to that, select that and press delete button on the keyboard. Just go, select and press delete button on keyboard. One more option which is present in the interface, that is called erase. Erase means you can erase something. You can take the erase command and select the object which you want to delete and then press enter. Basically you have to click 3 times. So going to this is tougher. It is easy that select the object and press delete button on the screen keyboard. It means deleting something is easier if you select and press delete button. And if you go to the erase, then once you will click on erase, once you have to move from screen to this erase button, then you have to come to the object, then you have to press the enter. That is a 4 to 5 click option. But it is simple that just select the object and press delete. If you want to clear everything, then control A for selecting all. Similar way as in the Word file, Excel file, Control A for all and delete for delete. And if you want to go back, Control Z for back, Control Y for forward, same thing. Undo, redo can be done in AutoCAD also using same controls. Control Z means go back, Control Y means go forward, similarly as in Microsoft Office. You can move to one more option. Here is undo redo button. You have undo redo button here, undo and redo button at the quick access menu. Undo and redo. Undo means go back, redo means go forward. So erasing is very easy. Select that, delete that. That's it. So if you draw ortho, then you will find that only horizontal and vertical movement is possible. But if you want urgently that I want to create something at angle, it means this ortho, during ortho is on, then also you can create something by forcefully applying an angle to that. For example, I am creating a line. After that, you can see I am able to move in either horizontal, either vertical. But if I want to provide angle it forcefully, then I will press tab button on the screen and just provide angle 60 degree. As I will provide, during ortho on also you can create inclined. It means don't feel that if ortho is on, then I can create horizontal and vertical lines also. If you know angle, then you can create inclined line also by forcefully applying angle to that. It means ortho is a just control. It is not a command, it's just a control which controls your cursor movement. You can move horizontal direction, you can move vertical direction. So ortho mode, for the beginner, I recommend that ortho should be on the screen and we can turn it on and off during sketching procedure as be required. It means on off both is required for beginner. So you should know that once you click, that is off, once you click more, then that is turned on off. You can turn it on off as many times as you want. It is possible turning on off when you have chosen some command also. Suppose I have chosen circle command. After choosing the circle command, I can turn it on or off. It means during the command also you can switch this on and off as per your requirement. It means that is only control, not a command. Command is your circle. You cannot perform two commands at same time, but you can control everything. That I will be discussing in later videos in more detail. But now we have learned that what is ortho mode. I will say it ortho during our course. This ortho mode is generally referred as ortho. Everyone says ortho, no one says ortho mode. So every task pan item has name, ortho, only ortho. Everyone will say only ortho. So you should understand that if anyone is saying ortho, it means that ortho should be on. After the ortho, there is a angular button that is called cursor to specific angle. It means you can provide a 30 degree angle, a 60 degree angle. Basically that is not needed for the beginner. So I will be skipping that and I will tell about that when we will be creating a triangle with some angles. Then I will elaborate that. So I will be hiding ortho mode as we have covered that. And second one is polar tracking. Polar tracking, that is required when we are creating some angles and most of the time it is not needed. So I will turn off the polar tracking, and I will tell you this when we will be creating some angles. Next one is isometric drafting. Isometric drafting is basically when we create a 3D object in a plane, like creating a cube in your page. That is called isometric drafting. You will be sketching in 2D, but it will be visible as 3D. So you can this is also required during isometric drafting. I will not cover this also.